joining the franchise. What's that like?
Well, it's unique. I mean, it's very rare that you walk onto a film set and you are already very familiar with the look of it and the costumes that people are wearing and the suit and everything that surrounds it, and you know the world so intimately already from going to the cinema and seeing it. So that sort of stuff is thrilling, actually, and it definitely puts you right into being a child again and easily impressed by things. And I'm not particularly easily impressed, but I was definitely impressed by all of it.
So, Guy, Rebecca just ticks off a list there of what it's like to be a new member of something like this. Is it add any pressure, or is it all intimidating, or all just comfortable?
I think it's a combination of things. I mean, it's a little intimidating on some kind of level, but every movie is when you start. The nice thing about this, because it is already established, all those guys are very familiar with what they're doing. They're very welcoming, and I think they're looking to improve on the last one. And obviously, when they did the second one, they were looking to improve on the first one. So in saying that they're welcoming, wanting you to be part of elevating the story, and if anyone has a great idea about something or anything seems to not make sense, they want you to speak up. So I think anything that's intimidating sort of goes out the window pretty quickly. And I think Robert's having a pretty good time making these films. He's pretty excited by them, and I think that excitement sort of rubs off on us as well.
Yeah, it's very infectious.
A little piece of excitement. Gwyneth was saying how excited she was to work with you because of your former soap opera roles in England. And she's texting all of her friends, and he's really nice.
I think it was because we have the same initials. That's why she was keen to work with me. Yeah.
Tell me about the first time. Sorry to interrupt you. Tell me about the first time you read the script, and did you get it from the beginning?
Did I get it? I don't think it's secret knowledge that the scripts on these things are fairly fluid things, because Downey Jr. Definitely does a lot of improvisation or whatever, but what was there was the bare bones of a story that became what it is now, and it was completely comprehensive from the moment I read it. And the character Maya was very present and real and fun for me. I mean, I just thought how great to come into this franchise and be allowed to play someone who's can do a bit of a dance with Downey Jr. and be on a level with him intellect-wise, and that's really exciting.
And Guy, when you first take a look at the script and you see the scope, if you will, of this villain, how do you react to that as an actor when you realize that's going to be my part?
Well, funnily enough, I sat down with Shane Black, who really ran me through the story before I got to read the script. So it was Shane's sort of description of the story that I responded to at first. Obviously, I wanted to read it before I said yes, but hearing him talk about it and hearing him sort of dissect, I guess, some of the sort of vagaries of Killian's motivation, because Killian's on some level he's a bit like a kind of rocket that's out of control. He has this incredible power to sort of move forward, but I don't know that he's fully in charge of what he's kind of doing. I think he thinks he is. So the psychology behind the character was really exciting, even before I read the script. And to get a sense of that in the world of sort of Iron Man and Pepper Potts and that world was exciting, because, like Rebecca, having seen the first two, it was really interesting to see where they were going next with it.
Tell me a little bit about seeing the film for the first time, because the bar obviously on this kind of movie just keeps going up and up and up. So, do you think it clears the bar?
I think it more than clears the bar. I think it breaks the bar, throws it out, makes the bar obsolete. I mean, it's great. I mean, it's very difficult, I think, to make a third installment of anything, let alone the fact that it's also slightly the sequel to another movie. So it's a really complicated thing, and we were faced with a lot of challenges in making it something that would stand on its own and yet pay appropriate lip service to the other narratives that are going on at the same time. And I think it does it with aplomb and tremendous wit and intelligence and entertainment value.
What is it about the story that resonates, with everybody around the world? I mean, I know they're American characters for the most part, but it talks to everybody.
Well, I think, as Rebecca says, people are innately interested in mythical characters and also this idea of good versus evil. And no matter what form that takes, and obviously, with something like Iron Man or any of the Marvel creations that have been now in existence for 50 years or however long these characters have been around, people just lap that stuff up. And
there's basically only a certain amount of stories that will keep retelling, and there are lots of iterations. And this is just another iteration of the hero myth, but it's got the futuristic elements and stuff that's very relevant to us now in terms of how rapidly technology advances. I think that's something that we're all kind of clued into.
Well, the rest of the veteran cast, if you will, were very complimentary about you guys and the new people coming in, but also from your perspective to have someone like Ben in the mix. Tell me a little bit about that.
Old hack. I mean, really, what ham?
Yes, an old ham, exactly. Look, I mean, it just takes everything to a whole new level, really. I mean,
Absolutely.
I think all of us have been fans of Ben's for many, many years. So it was, and I think he was on board before we were. I can't remember. I think I always knew that he was doing the movie.
I think I did too. Yeah.
And I remember the first day he came to set, seeing, he just came to visit, and seeing Gwyneth kind of fall over backwards, when she got to meet him was great.
No, he's just
She was pretty
extraordinary
bored
actor.
when she met us, but she was pretty excited when she met him.
Yeah, it's true, actually.
Yeah, she said, "Oh, it's Guy and Rebecca, whatever."
Typical.
But there's Ben.
We'll
Woo.
have a chat with her about that.
Yeah.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
And I really enjoyed the movie.
Oh, good.
I
Thank
was
you.
like, wow. Good
Thanks.
stuff.
Yeah, it's fun.